Good morning. Couldn't let you guys miss this absolutely gorgeous sun. Probably the Canadian fire smoke sun, we'll call it. Anyway, we're leaving Graham Island State Park, and we're going to be continuing along the Empire Builder. Got about 180 miles a day. Shouldn't say that. That's not very
tempting fate.
Tempting, yeah. Actually, we should run into some interesting things today. So,
we always do.
We always do. All right.
Gosh, these mosquitoes here are as huge as helicopters.
Yeah. Well, for our first stop, notice the grain elevators here. Grain storage, anyway. We are in something of Penn. We're not sure if it's actually a town or, well, we couldn't find any information. And the interesting thing about the whole railroad area up in here is we're going to go through towns that are still fine and vibrant. And then, like right here, probably were a whole bunch of buildings at one point, and a bit of a town. But yeah, this is Penn, North Dakota. I realized that I was kind of going along and saying, like, gosh, one of these towns, they're going to maybe disintegrate or something. And then I realized that I had been going through towns that had pretty much disintegrated. But this place, Buckhorn Bar and Grill, I wonder if it's still going. The sign is a little weathered.
Well, it's got the welcome hunters. Doesn't look very weathered.
He's probably still here. Just, cost money to
30 in the morning.
Yeah.
There goes a bunny.
We just got a bunny across the road, and probably Trigger going to be barking. But yeah, so this is the first stop. Penn. There's the bunny. I don't know if we'll...
There he goes.
Might get him because he's moving. There he goes. All right, and an old outboard engine sitting there in the tree. Okay, that was Penn, North Dakota. Yeah, our second town here is, we're still on kind of the Devil's Lake area, and this town's called Churchs Ferry. And back in the 1800s, a guy named Church had a ferry here to go across the lake. Well, the lake dried up in, 1940? So I guess it was in the 1990s that the lake started rising again. The town at the 2020 census was down to 9. And in 2022, by a vote of 5-1?
Yeah.
They dissolved the town because it's just being destroyed. Over 400 homes have been destroyed by the flood
or relocated.
Or relocated, yeah. Looks like a nice building at one time. What I'm looking for here is, there used to be, I know I did it both in 2005 and in 2009. I drove out until the road essentially just sunk into the lake. I think it's right here. And it doesn't go out as far as it used to.
I mean, the train still comes through here.
Yeah, the train tracks are right over here to our right, I think.
Road closed.
Yeah.
Closed and overgrown.
Yeah, this road used to go out. You can see the dead trees there. I doubt we'll be able to see anything. Let me get out and take a look. Well, I got out and I couldn't see anything, but just to give you for instance,
oh,
you can see right here how the road is already being covered with water here. Yeah, I'll look up my photos. I've got somewhere, obviously I was not at this kind of a dead end when the road went into the water. But yeah, 1990, the lake started rising and eventually just pretty much wiped this town off the face of the map. We're still in Churchs Ferry, and here's a good example probably of where a house might have been and that was relocated. What a great fence. It intrigues me to have this town just kind of get wiped out by, what's that over there?
Some kind of cavalier.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. And then, I don't know what this is. Maybe some sort of a rooming house or something. It's got 4 garages or it's storage. I'm putting a lot of time into a town of only that doesn't exist anymore. But boy, it's just so fascinating. Got this house here. And,
Oh, look at White Dudes for Hairs. It's a cafe. It's an old cafe.
oh, that's funny.
Or it has a cafe sign on it.
Yeah, oh, that's kind of interesting. You don't see that a lot out here. It is 2024, and
We're supposed to be able to turn left.
September 2024. All right, Churchs Ferry. All right, so off to the left, we just got off of US 2. Right now, we are on old US 2. I'll talk about it when we get to this other town as well, but the new US 2 bypassed a lot of these towns, which put a lot of businesses out of business. It's kind of like Route 66 when they put in the interstate. A lot of the towns just died. But we're coming into the town here of Leeds. And it's kind of interesting because one of the things I noticed coming across the Empire Builder, when you stopped in these towns, there was never a grocery store. And this was one of the few towns that had a grocery store. Hopefully it's open, and hopefully the same guy's there. Didn't have a lot of inventory, but at least it was a store, something, to get food and whatever. So I'm going to look for the downtown area, and maybe over here, the downtown area would actually have some cars at a bank, Bravera Bank. It's really interesting. All these really small little banks. Oh, Rosaries Market and Grocery.
Rosie's Market and Grocery.
Oh, well, I don't
Closed down.
do not think that Tracy's is open anymore.
I like that little funeral chapel there.
Yeah. Here we go, funeral chapel. I wonder if it's a mortuary too.
And the Back 40 Bar and Grill.
Yeah. And at the end of the block, they had this awesome bank building, and it's been torn out. Amazing. Okay, we're going to get back on and head to our next town, which, not sure what it is, but we'll see. All right. So we are coming into York, North Dakota. And you notice the one before was Leeds, and this is York. When James Hill was doing the Empire Builder, he chose a whole bunch of towns that he named after places in England. So we have Leeds and York and
Berwick, Norwich, Penn, Rugby, Surrey, Tunbridge.
And just out of interest, this is a town of all of 17 people. Ooh, I got a building I can go check out. A lot of these towns have city parks that allow camping, and it's probably just right here in this field. This is where I've got it marked. The unfortunate thing is a lot of them, and it looks like this one, unless there's something open over there in that building, they don't have restrooms. So if you're not self-contained, it could be an issue. So they do have a little park and a playground here. Here we have the original York school bell from 1904. It's kind of cocked there. Oh, they do have it tied off. I guess too many people were ringing it and disturbing the residents. So, okay, let's go on over to these buildings that have some nice detailed window. Really? Huh. So this building's probably not long for the world. And then we have a building over here. It's interesting. I don't know what's going on with this. Oh, maybe there was, I don't know. It doesn't look like there. See, it looks like there was a sign up there. I was going to say maybe a covering, but just, I don't know what that is against the wall. Heater. They would need that here. Yeah, so the heater is kind of reminds me, I didn't mention it when we were in Prairie, North Dakota. That's the town that I looked up around New Year's. It was minus 30 degrees. And that was with a wind chill or anything. And yeah, off behind me here, you know, Canada's probably only 50 miles or something like that from here. I know in certain places it's even closer, but a lot of the places along here, it's about 50 miles. So, all right, we're gonna get in, take off to our next town. All right. Well, we have arrived at the next town. It's about 5-6 miles, it seems like, in between these towns. A little closer than what I would think, because usually the rail towns are about 8 to 9 miles apart. But this is Knox. Wow, this is interesting. This is a town of only 22. However, you know, having a church here probably serves quite a few of the towns. And like I said, they're not that far apart. And obviously there's a few towns that are north and south of this area as well. This is kind of interesting, the Knox Fire Station. And you'll notice the structure up on top. And for those of you that aren't from tornado areas, that would have been a tornado siren up there. So I don't know if they have one in the town here at all. It looks to me like we have a bunch of abandoned grain. I don't know if those are silos or just loading or whatever, but at least they're still here. A lot of the towns had several grain elevators. One of the ones we're going to be in later was a 3 or 6 grain elevators, separate ones, and none are left. But, yeah, we have an abandoned one here. Guess what? We're going to have to do a little exploring. It doesn't look like we're going to do much exploring in there. And old garage. So let me turn around here, and this town looks like it has a few places that maybe we can investigate, as it were. Well, maybe I'll be able to go in further than I thought. I can hear pigeons. So I didn't think we'd be able to walk in here. So I don't know if that's grain. I'm trying to watch my step here because I really don't. Scaring the local bird population here. Boy, these guys aren't happy, are they? I don't know if you can see on the wall over there, and I'm not going to get any closer, but there's pole handles with wires, and they just kind of go up in there. Let me give these birds a heart attack. Get on out of here. Oh, this is grain, look. This is crazy, they just left the grain in here. Yeah. I think this is wheat. Let me see if I can get some light on my hand, but I assume it's wheat or rye or something. Carol, do you see this? This is all wheat.
Yeah.
And it's actually pouring out of this area over here. And then here, see, the trucks would drive in and they would just dump the grain down in there. But I was going to show you, so the trucks come in here and they're loaded, and then it's weighed here before they dump the product, and it's weighed after they dump the product. Now I know with corn, the corn is sampled and tested for moisture content. And then if it's too moist, then they adjust the weight based on that. Anyway, this is kind of cool. I have no idea what that's for. So I don't know with the wheat, if they have a similar process or not. How'd you get there? Where is it safe to walk?
Right along
that thing?
step from there over here to the cement.
Oh, here's the conveyor belt. I think it'll be okay in here as I fall through. Yeah, so here we have the conveyor belt. Some kind of a wheel. And then, yeah, you got these stairs going up. The electrical box. Well, if you're seeing anything, great. I can kind of see something there. I'm not sure. Oh, steps maybe? I don't know if this was like a storage area in there. It's pretty cool. You know, I'm not going to walk through. It's getting pretty dicey out here. Gonna head out. Well, that was pretty awesome. Yeah, that was great. I don't think I've ever actually been in a silo like that. Let's walk up to this building while Carol comes back and meets us. Yeah, so we have another old building here. It's the silo is just back here. Doors open. Looks like just a bunch of storage. That's a pretty cool looking pulley, it looks like. Somebody's old tires. Bunch of somebody's old tires. Yeah, at least they don't throw it out in the public area. It's like some kind of paint chips. I don't know if you can see it straight back there. It's paint chips. I was trying to figure out what that was. So maybe this was a hardware store at one point. I'm going to put it up to this hole here and I won't be able to probably see much. Interesting. I don't have a big screen on, so I'm not going to be able to tell you anything about what I'm seeing. You can tell me about it. How's that? It's the birds! I don't know how well I'm getting those. It's like thousands of birds just flew over, or more coming over there. But we're just around, well, you probably saw the silo over there. Boy, that thing in the window from here, if you look at it, looks like half a face. Let's see if I can zoom into that. Okay. It's got a refrigerator in here and stove. I don't know what that box is over there. It's kind of interesting. I'd like to know what it is. Something almost falling down. A stovepipe up in the ceiling connected to this beam going across. Odd. It does have a door open. Oh. I don't know. I'm not going far. This is very spongy. Just trying to see now. I can't tell. I don't know. It was like a barn in the background. There you go. There's interesting. Mr. Zip. Yeah, that door's shut up. All right. Interesting building. So